Hey everybody, welcome to Ransom Resellers. I'm Samantha.
And I'm Randall.
Today we're coming to you with our second video in our series on how to sell on Amazon.
Yep. So some of the things we just want to hit on in this video is, I guess one would be like the professional seller's account versus like a beginner's account. Like us, we didn't do the beginners at all. Like we went straight off and paid like the $40 a month our very first month and had a professional seller's account. So even still right now, we're gonna show you like just a couple of our pay statements from like our first month.
Well, actually this is the first 3 pay statements.
Yeah, first 3 pay statements, I'm sorry.
And so Amazon pays out in, what's bi-weekly?
Yes, bi-weekly. So every 2 weeks, like you'll get a payment from Amazon. Like for us, it's like every 2 Fridays that we'll get a payment from it. So like I said before, the subscription is like $40 a month, and we, as you can see, like right here, we did not make anything at all in our first pay statement. Our second pay statement, we didn't make anything at all either, but we actually started selling items. And with Amazon, the way it works is you have like a reserve, and then you have a payout. So the reserve is like mainly for like if you have any kind of returns, any kind of like discrepancies with your items or whatever, they pull it from your reserve to pay for it or whatever, like the side, like help out the customer. So it goes from there.
And generally what you see is this number that's in the reserve will typically roll over to be your payment for next week. It doesn't always work that way, but in the very beginning, it did work that way for us. We're seeing it change now, but that reserve is a good level, a good indicator of kind of what your next payout's going to be.
Yeah, and then even still, like it wasn't until our third pay period that we actually seen a payout. So as you can see, that was our payout right there.
It was what, $298?
No, it was
$260.
$288.53.
Yeah, so that was our first profit from Amazon, and at that point, we had probably put, how much do you think? How much money? Maybe $1,400-$1,400.
You probably put like $1,200 or so into our Amazon and invested it, and it kind of leads to the next thing where you can. This is like kind of a long haul. You're not going to see quick returns on your items. Like it's just not going to happen until you really get to rolling and everything else, especially starting off. So you're going to have to make the investment and then slowly see the money come back.
Yeah, it's that old saying, you have to spend money to make money.
Yeah, but like I said, it's a long investment, and we started, what, 6 weeks earlier, and it took 6 weeks to see. We probably spent like $1,200, and then it was 6 weeks until we seen almost $300 payout. But after that, I promise it gets better and it gets easier from there.
Yeah, and as long as you keep rolling what you're getting back from Amazon into your business, you're going to see profit. Just keep using tools, and we're going to get into the tools that we use a little bit more in depth as well. But you have to use your tools, and you have to make smart choices what you're purchasing. And
you'll get to a point that you kind of just know, like with some of the tools, you just know like the rankings and what category it is and what the rank is. You about know what it's going to sell or if it's selling or whatever. But we'll get into that even more into the future as well. So some of our starter products. One that we went all in with at first was women's bras. It's a high risk item to say the least, and it's got big payout, but it's a high risk item as well. Like with us, we try to aim like at least 100% ROI on all of our items. So if we spend $1, we try to make $2 in return. That's just the way we do it. But like even bras, it had 100% ROI, but even still, it's a high risk item.
Right. So if you're a woman, you know not all bras are created equal. And so while you might order, or while the customer may be ordering their size, it's just not working for them. So we ended up having a lot of those returned. But in the same hand, they did make us a lot of money. So
yeah, so I mean like maybe a third of them maybe get returned.
Yeah, I think it was probably about.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I think we had like 5 returns on bras.
Yeah, and we had a ton of bras, and
yeah.
Even still, like it's not a bad investment. We're still sitting on bras to this day, trying to move them. So
yeah, be careful with the bras you buy. When we were purchasing these bras, Amazon was not on the listing, but then like I think it was like 2 months down the road, Amazon popped up on a lot of these listings, and so it makes it really hard for us to get off of it.
Yeah, it kind of just tanked the listing for us and made it where we couldn't make too much on these items anymore.
So starting out, Walmart clearance aisle is your best friend.
Yes.
I mean, just stand there for hours and scan everything you touch. You never know what's gonna make you money. And where else did we go? A lot.
We went
Marshalls.
Marshalls,
Ross.
Ross.
Is huge for us. Still, Marshalls is huge
Yeah,
for us.
well, Marshalls, Ross, Walmart, and there's about places like that.
Ollie's would probably be a very good place to start. They have a bunch of books, a bunch of just random stuff that you never know if you can sell or not. So just go and just spend hours and scan everything.
Even still, another one that Sam doesn't like too much is Dollar Tree. Dollar Tree's not bad. Like, everything is $1 at Dollar Tree. It's like one of the greatest places. Everything is $1. So you can just try to go from there.
I like Dollar Tree for personal reasons, but I just feel like it's not something I want to send into Amazon. Like,
Yeah.
their stuff is just a little bit flimsier than I would like. And I'm not trying to get returns or bad reviews. So also, he likes Dollar General, but
Yeah, I like Dollar General as well, but like just a lot of Dollar Generals in our area is just kind of messy, and you gotta try to climb through to really find items and everything, and it's just a hassle. So we don't really go there too often.
No.
All right, so with us, another thing is new or like new items or used items. Like, you can send them in any kind of condition that you want to on Amazon. Us, we
Within
only
reason.
within reason. Us, we only selling brand new items. We don't mess with like new or used or nothing like that. We'll only do brand new items.
only things that we can back up with an itemized receipt.
Yeah.
Anything used, we send to we send to eBay.
So even still, like, finding something that's like a sealed toy at Goodwill or something like that, it's not bad, but at the same time, we wouldn't want to try to send it into Amazon because we can't show a proof of a receipt from it or whatever. So it's a good item, and we don't turn stuff like that away, but it's just not for our Amazon store. So, as you scan products and stuff, you will find some items are restricted. Restricted means you cannot sell them at all in any kind of condition, and then you'll find some that says needed approval, or AKA it means it's gated. So that means you got to be approved by that brand and approved in that category as well. So, like, one of our first categories that we thought would be best for us to get ungated in was beauty. And once we got ungated in beauty, like, we started seeing like huge returns on all of our items. And this one, like, the payouts got bigger and bigger and bigger, and we started spending more and more and more money, but it was helping us out and was building our brand and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and a lot of times, well, not a lot of times, but sometimes when you're standing in the store, you can go ahead and request approval and get approved.
Yeah.
Unless you've been selling for a while, it's just not going to happen in a category like beauty, grocery, health and personal care, toys, shoes. I mean, you have to be selling for a long time to get auto-ungated in those. So if you stick around to our channel, like I said, this is just a series of videos. We're going to have a video on how to get ungated, and we're going to walk you step by step on how you get ungated for all of these categories.
Yep. All right, so with the another thing we went over in our previous video is just needs, and like some of your needs is just like boxes. No matter what size, you gotta kind of learn how to resize boxes to make your items fit. You can get boxes from Walmart, Dollar Tree, Dollar General, wherever. It does not matter at all. And that's one of the items that you need. You also need like a printer, some way you can print off your labels. And then once you package your boxes up, you got to print off your labels to tape onto the side of your boxes and stuff like that. Poly bags, just little stuff like that, especially if you're gonna have a beauty product.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, not just beauty. It's anything that's liquid without a double seal.
yeah.
And even if it's double sealed for us, we do go ahead and polybag
Yeah,
it.
just to stay, like, be sure. We don't want to, like, buy maybe like a $10 item and then not polybag it. We send it in, and then somehow it gets lost or explodes or breaks or whatever. Then we're out our $10, and we could have made $20 on that item.
Well, and not just that, like, if it's in a poly bag, it's contained, right? And it's
Yeah.
not getting all over anything else and ruining any other labels.
Very true.
So.
So the last thing we want to hit is just trying to find good products starting off is very, very hard, but we promise as time goes on, it gets a lot easier. Like I said, if you're in it for like a quick payday, or I just want to dump in like $200 to get $500, this is probably not going to be for you. if you're trying to do that within like a week or two, it's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, Amazon's not the way for a quick flip. If you're looking for quick flips, go check out our eBay videos.
Yep. So even still, like it just gets easier. Like the more like time you've invested in it, and the more like research or whatever you invest in it, it gets easier. You just know what items that is easy to sell or is good for you or stuff like that. It just gets a lot easier as time goes on.
Yeah, in the words of my favorite 6th grade teacher, you only get in what you put out.
Yep. So I guess that about wraps it up. If you can, guys, let us know what you think. Tell us if you like the video or not. Like, comment, and subscribe. And you guys have a great day.
Bye.